There he is. There's Mikey T from Mike's Sportsbook. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Dial it up. Pick yourselves up by the bootstraps. Get to the parlor at Mikey T's Mike's Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline with tips, analysis, and predictions, people. Yes, you woke up, you tuned in, you know what time it is, you must have a watch. Well, it's Wednesday, March 26th, and we had games Tuesday night. Let's talk about them. We had a couple tournaments going on. The CBI tournament, that was Illinois State, in our incarnate word. Illinois State gets it done 78-73, and they advance to the CBI final tonight at 5 o'clock against Cleveland State. Cleveland State got by Gulf Coast 72-65. That's the CBI basketball tournament. And we also have the NIT tournament. Chattanooga against Bradley. Chattanooga was getting 3.5. That was my 5-star lock. They win the game outright, 67-65, and they advance. North Texas took on Oklahoma State late night with Mikey T. It was a pick'em. I like North Texas. They have a strong defense all season long. North Texas gets it done. They turn away the Oklahoma State Cowboys 61-59. North Texas advances to the NIT semifinals. And here we are Wednesday, March 26th. We got games on slate. We got Illinois State going up against Cleveland State. We've got Kent State going up against Loyola Chicago. And we've got UAB versus UCI. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Pick yourselves up by the bootstraps, move forward, stay positive, stay focused, stay diligent. Don't listen to outside influences. Don't be disturbed by people that don't know nothing. Nobody knows more than you. No one knows more than me. Mikey T, as in dotting our I's and crossing our T's. We do our homework, we do our diligence, we study, we know the material, we know who's in, who's not, who's hot, who's not. We stay focused, maintain our bankroll. Every bet doesn't have to be the same, but you cannot bust your bankroll. These are the rules Mikey T lives by. On top of winners never quit and quitters never win. We got to stay focused. It's March, people. March Madness. Did you know it? This weekend is the Sweet 16. On Thursday night, we've got matchups, and they're going to start with BYU going up against Alabama, getting 5.5. Maryland facing Florida, getting 6.5. Arizona facing Duke, getting 9.5. And then late night on Thursday night, Arkansas against Texas Tech, getting 5.5. And then you'd turn your attention to Friday. If you were lucky enough to get through Thursday, then you've got games on Friday as well. Mikey T in the sports book. We got Michigan State taking on Ole Miss, laying 3.5. Then we got Kentucky against Tennessee. Tennessee's laying 4.5. And then we got Michigan against Auburn, and Auburn is laying 9. And then late night, Friday night, it's going to be Houston against Purdue, giving Purdue 8 points. These matchups, when they meet, it's going to be chaos. It's not all Dog City this weekend, people. It might be a little chalky. Study. Know your material. Don't be afraid. Mikey T, it's a sports book. We're putting a smile on your face. We're putting money in your pocket. And baseball is right around the corner. I still got my winter hat from the Yankees last year, people. Boise State stiffed Mikey T. I never did get my Boise State hat. Oh well, Broncos are on the shelf until football season anyways. And here we are, tuning in to Mike's Sportsbook, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline, with tips. Don't bet more than you can chew. Analysis. Traveling teams without rest don't fare very well in analysis. Winning streaks and losing streaks, and when they meet, it's total chaos. Nothing lasts forever. You don't just win, and keep winning. And you don't just lose, and keep losing. I've told you before, and I'm going to tell you again today. When winning streaks and losing streaks hit, there's chaos. There's always a change. Someone's always doing better. Someone's always doing worse. I can lead you to the trough, but I can't make you drink it. I can tell you about the tips, analysis, and predictions, but I can't put the bet in for you. I can't make you do what you don't know about. That's why you just got to stay focused. Focus. Sports betting. It's $1 billion a year industry. Sports betting, gambling, and Michigan is leading the country in online gambling, in online gaming. Everybody on the computer, betting, bingoing, sports betting, gambling, card playing, blackjack, all that kind of stuff. They want low risk, they want high return. Gambling, low risk, high return. Can be low risk, high return. High risk, low return. High risk, no return. No risk, no return. It just depends on where you fall on the ruler. The ruler of thumb. You got to stay diligent and know your material. That's why you tuned into Mikey T. Mikey T in the sportsbook's been gambling for over 50 years. That's right, 50 years. I'm 58. Started out betting dimes, and now we are betting dollars. Here we are, Michigan's premier sports betting hotline. They're not doing it in the Northern Territory, and they're not doing it out east. They're not interested down south, and they're too laid back out west. That's why it's right here in the Great Lakes state of Michigan. I'm protected by Huron, Superior, Michigan, Erie, and Ontario. I went backwards that time. How about that? Nothing lasts forever. Don't get into a routine, because then it's going to have a change. So dot your I's, cross your T's, know your material, sports betting. And right now we're in the middle of a college basketball championships with the CBI, the NIT, and the NCAA. It started out long ago, and here we are, 2 weeks from tuition. Spring break, spring training, MLB's ready to kick it off. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll be live at Comerica Park as the Tigers will play host to the Chicago White Sox, and then the Yankees will come into town. Well, that's baseball, but we're sticking to basketball right now. NBA, it's a throw-up. The Celtics in Cleveland in the East. And out west, OKC, Denver, Lakers. I'm not sure yet. We'll get to that when we get over the tournament. The Sweet 16. No one had figured Michigan to make it. They didn't have a good season last year. And Dusty May comes in from Florida Atlantic and turns this program around. With our 2 7-footers and our guard play, Michigan Wolverines does have a chance against Auburn. I'm not talking about the 9 points. I think Michigan can win the game outright. I don't like Bruce Pearl for Auburn anyways. Rick Barnes, Tennessee. Did you know Tennessee had lost to Kentucky both games during the regular season? It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, and it's not happening this game either. I like Tennessee to cover that 4.5 over Kentucky. I like Michigan to upset Auburn. I love Michigan State over Ole Miss. And I don't think Houston's going to have a problem with Purdue. Where I do find some interesting matchups is the BYU-Alabama game, people. I think BYU can hold and stick with Alabama, even though they got a high-scoring offense. BYU puts up 80-plus points a game, too, people. Henceforth, BYU and the points might be the play. Also, I think Florida blows Maryland right off the court. That's 6.5. It's not enough. I'll give the 6.5. Maryland got lucky. on the last shot, buzzer beater to send Mikey T home with Colorado State. So revenge is on the table. Florida to blow Maryland out. Then we got the Dukies. I like Duke to take care of Arizona. 9.5 might be too many. I like the Dukies to survive in advance. And then my sleeper, I'm liking the Razorbacks to possibly upset Texas Tech. I love March. And then we got the CBI final today on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We've got Illinois State going up against Cleveland State. And then later on, we've got a couple more matchups in the NIT. That's right, the NIT. Kent State's going to take on Loyola Chicago. And then UAB is going to take on UCI. You know your material, you study, you don't change your mind, and you don't be influenced by outside disturbances, and you'll be just fine. You got to maintain your bankroll, stay focused, and don't go all crazy. You be responsible, and you'll have a winning day. Tuning into Mikey T, you'll have a winning week. Tuning into Mikey T regularly, and you'll have a winning year. That's right. Tips, analysis, and predictions right out of the Great Lakes state of Michigan. Mikey T here, your sportsbook extraordinaire. Hitting upwards of 67%. I only have to go 51% to put any money in your pocket. Making it rain, people. Making it rain. Putting a smile on your face. Changing people's lives. Changing people's lifestyles. You guys have a great day. What a beautiful day. Little chilly, but nevertheless, spring is here and Mikey T is here for you, with you, all day long, all week long, all month long, all year long, all season long. Tips, analysis, and predictions from the sportsbook. Mikey T. We're giving you the analysis. We break down the games. We tell you what we like, who's hot and who's not. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling and keep it rolling. That's how we look at it. Positive, 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 positive. You guys have a great day and enjoy the games.